Hi, welcome to the Black American West Museum and Heritage Center. We're located at 3091 California Street in Denver, Colorado, and we are in the home of Dr. Justina Ford, who is the first Black woman licensed doctor in Colorado. She was granted her medical license in 1902 but denied membership to the Colorado Medical Society, and you had to have that membership to be on staff at our hospitals, so she set up practice in her home. Her home was later on sold to a gentleman who left the house sitting vacant, and it went into serious disrepair. The developer said you can have the house if you can move it, so they acquired assistance of several organizations, including Preservation Colorado, to help have the house moved from 2335 Arapahoe Street to 3091 California Street. Paul Stewart founded the museum in 1971. He grew up in Clinton, Iowa, and the region where he grew up, they were the only Black family. And as children, they liked to play cowboys and Indians. And sometimes he wanted to play the cowboy, and his friends would tell him there's no such thing as Black cowboys. In 1962, he came out here to visit his cousin, and while they were walking in downtown Denver, he met his first Black cowboy. A few years later, he decided to move back to Colorado and open a barber shop. And in there, a lot of his patrons would come in and bring artifacts to exhibit in the barber shop, and pretty soon all that outgrew the barber shops, and then moved the museum here in 1988 once the house was restored. When you come into the Black American West Museum, in the entry area, we highlight a picture of Dr. Justina Ford, who's the first Black woman licensed physician in Colorado, and Paul Stewart, who founded the museum. As you continue up the stairs, we have wonderful exhibits of women that are in the Colorado Women's Hall of Fame, and then a special showcase by Colorado Institute of Art. In the first room to the left, we call that our homesteader room, and it focuses on Deerfield, Colorado, which was the largest of over 25 Black settlements throughout Colorado. As we continue through to the next room, we're highlighting some of our ranchers and farmers and a couple of the cowhands and ranch hands. Mr. Beckworth is in this room, and lots of interesting artifacts, including barbed wire and implements to farm, such as a great big plow and some of the yokes and different kinds of farming equipment. As we continue through the museum, there we run into the cowboy room, and some of my favorite cowboys, like Mr. Cheatham, who's 102 years old, Bass Reeves, who was a deputy marshal down in Oklahoma. Also in this room, we have a wonderful poster of the Pony Express riders and different things that the cowboys had to use during their time on the cattle runs. As we continue to the back of the museum, it's our military room, and we focus on the Buffalo Soldiers and Tuskegee Airmen. As we move out of that room into the main hallway on the second floor, we're highlighting some of the folks throughout Colorado's history and the Western United States. You're in for a wonderful experience here at the Black American West Museum, and we are always looking for volunteers. We'd love for you to take out a membership to support the museum long term, and we also accept donations. What we think you'll get out of this is an understanding of American history from a Black perspective. We encourage you to look out and seek out histories from multiple perspectives, and we like to offer one of them to you. So we're not an isolated incident. We are here to talk about this history 365 days a year and welcome you into our museum every week. Please come back and see us.
If you work for a living, why do you kill yourself working?